In today's video, I'm going to be discussing 15.2% and what this percentage represents, as it does include over 17 million seniors right now in 2024. That's the focus of the video. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. All right, now there was this recent report that was released that I do want to focus on here in this video, because I do know that a lot of you that watch the videos here on the channel are fixed income beneficiaries or low income seniors, those people that rely on benefits administered by Social Security. Now, you've probably heard me talk about this a million times before in other videos, which is Social Security benefits need to be increased, especially for the lowest income beneficiaries. And believe it or not, there are proposals out there right now to do exactly that. Well, this report that was just released is going to solidify the importance of raising these benefits for millions of beneficiaries. In fact, about 17 million people who are seniors, age 65 or older, and this all includes this 15.2%. And again, why I want to focus on it for you here in this video. All right, so let me walk through a bunch of different numbers and the details of this report that were released and what this means for the low income, fixed income, Social Security beneficiaries, and of course, seniors as well. All right, so here's what it comes down to. And these are some pretty surprising numbers. This is the highest level, the highest percentage we've seen in many years, possibly historically, okay? Here's what it comes down to. This report came out and shows that as of right now in 2024, 15.2% of seniors age 65 or older are living in poverty. Seriously, this is the reality of the situation. 15.2% of seniors, which, by the way, that translates into 17 plus million seniors are living below the federal poverty line. Now, you might be wondering, okay, what is the federal poverty line? What is this metric that we're talking about? Every year, the federal poverty line does increase a little bit each and every year. This year for 2024, it increased by 3.29% over last year, and it went up by $480 up to $15,060 is the new federal poverty line right now in 2024, okay? So that simply means 17 million seniors age 65 or older have an income below that $15,060 a year, or for this year, 2024. That's a scary statistic. Now, here's the thing. This averages out to $1,255 a month is what the federal poverty line is on a monthly basis, okay? So that simply says that 17 million seniors are basically having an income less than $1,255. $1,255 a month means that their income is below that threshold, okay? Remember, also, as of the beginning of this year, the average Social Security retirement benefit is about $1,907. Now, that's what it was at the beginning of the year. It changes on a very regular basis. Reason being is there's a lot of people that are becoming eligible for Social Security every single day. In fact, maybe you saw my video the other day where I was out talking about 11,000 people a day are becoming eligible for Social Security. That's nuts, right? 11,000 people a day. And why they're calling this the silver tsunami, okay? But anyway, these are the details that I wanted to bring to your attention here, okay? Do we see anything, I don't know, maybe alarming, maybe concerning, maybe a little bit, wrong about this situation? Now, remember this much as well. The president said a couple years ago, no older adults or people with disabilities should ever need to live in poverty in America. Okay, that's a nice statement. I agree. It's a pretty nice statement right there. However, let's look at the statistics, the numbers right here, okay? This is clearly showing 15.2%, 65 and older are living in poverty. That's a massive number. Now, here's the thing as well. Statistically, over the last several years here, we've been running at a pace of about 10.3 to 10.7% of seniors living in poverty. Okay, so this went up by about 50% or so, a little bit less than that, about 45 to 47% is how much this went up just in 1 year. That's alarming, okay? Now, why? We might be wondering, okay, that's a big jump. Why would this have happened? Inflation. Literally, that's what it comes down to, okay? So inflation basically pushing the prices up on everything. Incomes not keeping up with inflation, right? Remember, there's a bunch of different factors here. Inflation and purchasing power is a factor, as well as incomes are also a major factor as well, okay? Incomes are not keeping up with real inflation, and the federal poverty line continues to increase for a variety of factors, and as a result of that, people are falling behind. People fall behind, and guess what? Now they're living well below the federal poverty line, right? So another thing I want to point out really fast. We know that the SSI program, for example, Supplemental Security Income, okay, this sends out checks to about 8 million beneficiaries every single month. Are these benefits above or below the federal poverty line? It's not a trick question. We all know. Below, well below the federal poverty line, right? The maximum benefit for an individual receiving SSI is $943 a month right now in 2024. Well, is that below $1,255 a month for the federal poverty line? Obviously, right? By what is that? $312 a month is how much below the federal poverty line that is, right? So this alone, this one benefit program, which focuses on mostly those individuals that are age 65 or older with limited income and limited resources, or obviously those people that have an income, that are under the age of 65 who have disabilities. This is what this program is focused on. I mean, literally, this program is specifically focused on this group of people. Just raising those benefits up, at least to the federal poverty line, would instantly lift 8 million people out of poverty. Would that be a win? Yeah, that'd be a major win, right? So obviously everybody that receives SSI benefits is not somebody 65 or older, not everybody, but let's just say that it's half. Let's just say that it's 4 million people. Okay, let's just say this much. Okay, 17 million people age 65 or older living in poverty. Let's just say that half of the people receiving SSI benefits, 4 million people, are seniors age 65 or older. Again, I'm just using some nice round numbers here for easy mathematical purposes. That would take people living in poverty of over the age of 65 from 17 million down to, call it, 13 million. It would reduce it by 4 million people, basically overnight, snapping of the fingers. You kind of see what I'm saying here? It would be some pretty easy things that lawmakers could do relatively quickly to lift a lot of seniors out of poverty, and right in alignment with what the president said. Again, no older adults or people with disabilities should ever need to live in poverty in America. Boom. You like my plan? Seriously, right? This is not that hard. You don't need to be a rocket scientist or a brain surgeon or even a PhD or anything like that to figure this stuff out. It is simple math, simple numbers here, right? So anyway, this is what I wanted to bring to your attention really quickly here in this video. So yeah, I'm going to continue watching this one very closely. But again, just another report that we can kind of lean on and say, look, this is what people need right now. This is what is going on, the severity of the situation that is out there, and how much benefits need to be increased for the millions of beneficiaries out there, especially seniors in this type of situation. Now, again, there's a lot of other people. Don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of people that are, maybe not 65 falling into this category who are also living well below the federal poverty line. I totally get that, right? I see the numbers out there. We all know this. It's a huge number. But this report alone was just focusing on seniors. But there's a lot of people below the age of 65 who are receiving Social Security benefits. It could be retirement benefits. It could be SSDI benefits, a whole variety of benefits that are well below the federal poverty line. And again, major situation, right? So this is kind of a major problem that we have, if you want to call it that, right? So this is what's in the possession of lawmakers, and they're all scrambling around. They really don't know what the situation, or the solution is, I should say, to actually handle this. So interesting, right? So anyway, I want to bring this to your attention really quickly. I hope you're enjoying this. Again, if you've enjoyed this video or any others here on the channel, do yourself a huge favor, subscribe down below, totally free to do so. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Again, totally free to do so in the video library, or those that I've hand selected down below in the description or at the top of the comments section. And as always, share the video with your friends, family, social media. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. I hope this helps you, and I'll catch you again.